People always are intrigued. Oh, I've always been interested in that, we get told. And then they'll go on and talk about dinosaurs, and you have to actually quietly say that archaeologists don't deal with dinosaurs, they only deal with human remains, and the two are never there together. Even as a small child, I read about digs all over the world, which just fascinated me, but was never able to get onto that sort of thing. To be honest, as far as my mother was concerned, it wasn't a ladylike thing to do, so I went off and was a teacher for a bit, you see. I mean, even in the 1920s, when Mortimer Wheeler was digging and stuff, they talked about lady undergraduates, as they were called them, going down in dresses. And apparently they were going down the ladders and it was very muddy, so they all came up and they just removed their stockings, and that was considered quite shocking for them to go down, you see. But now, I mean, there's a huge number of women in archaeology. Basically, you're digging in the ground on your hands and knees for hours on end. But even just here, you can see all sorts. We've got a lot of bottles, a lot of metalwork, a lot of chalk and bricks. Everything on the foreshore has a story to tell. 1500s one, that one. You can tell by the hole on it. I've always found it fascinating. Every time you go down, it's never quite the same. You'd go down and the tide would just keep going out and out and out and out. And then you'd get amazing structures that just suddenly appeared that you didn't know were there. And can totally change the way you think of it. I'm often on the Thames on a December morning, you know. That's real archaeology, I think. If you can get out of your warm bed and crawl down there at 7 o'clock on a December morning, that's hardcore. This is part of a Roman roof tile. When it was laid out to dry, a little puppy ran over it, and you can see the paw print here. I like to think it was a British dog, a bit of retaliation against the invaders. I mean, I've never been wanting to find weaponry. A lot of people want to find swords and things in the river. That's no appeal to me. That is people I'm much more interested in. Not just their human remains, but the way they lived and the way they did stuff. That's much more of an interest to me. One of the things I get a lot of pleasure out of is people's reaction. People are so interested in it. You know, it's not just bits stuck behind a glass barrier in a museum. They can pick them up and they can look at them. They can handle history. Every piece that we pick up off the foreshore has got a history. It can resonate.
Click the videos to watch more Londoners and don't forget to subscribe.